Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing this pretty face, my name is Cynthia Patrick. Today we are looking into a topic that many of us reflect on: things we wish we knew about love and relationship in our 20s. So if you're in your 20s or just looking back, this is going to be a very valuable discussion. Sometimes ago, when I was getting closer to my 20s, I didn't really get any solid advice when it comes to love or how to love. I came from a family with two parents who love each other so much. And sometimes we the children would be like, does these people even care about us? What is going on here? Looking at my parents and the way they raised us, I could tell. We could tell that these two people have a very strong connection. And honestly, I admire that. And low-key, my dad set this high standard or expectation for me when it comes to men or picking the kind of man that I want in my life. Because I was like, if I ever want to get married, I want someone like him. I want this kind of man, minus some things though. Not everything basically, but I wanted that kind of man. But even at that, I went into my 20s not really knowing what to expect from guys. Because African homes, they are always too shy to teach their kids, things that has to do with their heart or even talk about sex. I remember when I was in my teens, I think I just started seeing my period and I told my mom. And what she told me was that if any guy touches me, I'm gonna get pregnant. What? As a matter of fact, talking about love or sex in most African homes may seem like a taboo. And this is why most people eventually end up learning every lesson the hard way. While growing up, I had a very naive, limited view about what love is or what love should be like. In our 20s, we often grow up with movies and stories that paint love as magical or perfect. All the Z-word movie or Telemundo. Oh my goodness. Like when the guy runs through the rain to confess his feelings, he's just running, screaming your name, confessing his feelings to you with the rain pouring on him. And the girl just happens to be there standing dry with her hair blowing in the wind. Meanwhile, in real life, I'm over here tripping over my feet like, what? Oh my God, ow. Not knowing that in reality it's totally different. It's a struggle. Okay, let me tell you guys something. The closest I got to a romance like that was when I accidentally spilled a drink on my crush. That was in the university. I was just, I don't even know how that happened. I just spilled a drink on him and he's like, what? That was so embarrassing. That was the most embarrassing day of my life. Thank goodness that I am over it. But the truth is, love takes work. It's not always going to be easy, and that's completely normal. And understanding this early can save you from a lot of disappointments and heartbreaks. I wish we knew how important it is to communicate. To communicate openly and honestly from the heart. Just having a real honest conversation without trying to sugarcoat our feelings. One thing I've also realized or observed in most relationships is how often we think that our partner, or we assume that our partner knows what we're thinking or what we're feeling. Especially we ladies, we sometimes expect our partners to read our minds or something. As if these men have a supernatural power. That is so sick. I'm not perfect. I do that a lot sometimes with my partner, and I'm like, how can't you understand what I'm thinking? And when he doesn't understand what I'm thinking or he can't read my mind, I get mad. I'm looking at him with but look at him standing there looking at me like, what are you saying? What is she trying to say? He's standing there totally lost, not understanding what I mean, because I'm not communicating, I'm not saying anything, and I'm expecting him to read my mind. So he's just gonna be like, what is happening? But if there is anything maturity will teach you, is that you have to open your mouth and communicate your feelings, communicate how you feel, communicate what you want. Because being clear about your feelings, the things you need, what you want, can prevent misunderstandings. Don't you think so? And it can also help build a stronger foundation for your relationship, because communication is literally everything. It's the key when it comes to relationships. Literally, for me, I can't get married or let's say be in a relationship with someone that I cannot communicate with. What are we doing? Are we gonna be communicating with sign language or something? It's, I don't know, I can't. If the communication is not there, that's a huge red flag for me. Another thing we wish we knew is that it's perfectly okay to be single. Society often pressure us to like be in a relationship. You come online or social media, Instagram, wherever, and you before you even swipe like 2 content up, you see a content saying my husband and I, my boyfriend and I, my fiance and I, my this and I. Or you see a couple all loved up and you be like, God, when? For instance, Priscilla Ojo, you guys know Priscilla, or Yabo Ojo's daughter Priscilla. Oh my goodness, the way she and her Tanzanian lover are like, oh my goodness. I'm like, ooh, even the married people are like, Not talking about the single people. Everyone is like, oh my goodness, oh, such a perfect couple. Honestly, these lovers are dealing with the singles online back to back, and some people are screaming, God, when? God, where are you? When? God will definitely do yours, but when the time is right. One thing I would like to let you know is that no matter how you see it, the truth is that being single is a valuable time for self-discovery and personal growth. Because in our 20s, a lot of people are still getting to know themselves more better, and a lot of people don't even understand their self-worth yet, and there is still a lot of work that needs to be done in order to build you into a solid man or woman. So embrace this phase with your full chest. Focus on your passion, focus on your self-worth, and the things that can make you a better person. I mean, the things that can elevate you from point A to point B. And don't rush into a relationship just because everyone is in a relationship, or you feel that everyone is in a relationship. Don't just get into a relationship just because you need a man in your life, or you just want someone to be there. Be in a relationship because you actually want to be in a relationship. I mean, girl, set your standard up high. You see the way these men, the way you men, if you're watching me now, you're man, the way this men choose, girl, be able to choose, be capable of choosing. I don't want this, I want this. This is a character I don't like. Take it out. I don't want it, I want this one. Choose, girl. Be a picky babe. Pick what you want. Don't let money cover your face, because I've seen a lot of men that love bomb, spoil their ladies with a lot of money, and you now forget all the bad characters. You now forget that there's some certain things that you're supposed to be looking out for, and focus on the finance alone. That is a big red flag. I promise you, when you get all of that money, you are going to know that there is a big void. Something is missing, or oh my God, why didn't I look well? Don't be that person that I wish I knew better. That's why I'm making this video today, so that I can know better. So definitely don't rush into a relationship just to fit in. Oh, my friends have boyfriends and that. It's not your time. When it's your time, it's gonna be your time. Don't rush into it just to fit in, because if you rush in, that's the same way you're gonna rush out. Let's talk about red flags. You see this big red flag here? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about why this is important. In our 20s, we might overlook some certain behaviors that are actually warning signs. Like the red flag will just be staring at you eyeball to eyeball, and you might not even recognize it. And this is because you're not intentional about what you want, or you don't even know what you want in some cases. Being intentional about our desires and boundaries can help us recognize those warning signs and address them on time before they become bigger issues. Have you ever experienced or been in a situation where you missed the red flag because you weren't clear about what you wanted? Let me know down in the comments. And also, you see this instinct that we have. It's very essential to trust your instinct. That instinct is there for a reason and not for fancy. And there are some certain kind of energy you get. Your instinct or your body vibration will just be like, nah, something is wrong. This is not it. Why am I feeling this way? Like, why? Earlier this year, a friend of mine was telling me about how her partner, her boyfriend, how insecure and jealous he was. Like, she can't even step out of the house to go hang out with her girlfriends or something without him questioning her about all that. questioning her like she did something very, very terrible. Because there was a time I invited her out for dinner, and she told me that she was like, she doesn't know what to tell her boyfriend. I'm like, what? Tell him you're going for dinner. And he's like, he's going to start questioning, wants to do a video call and all of that. I'm like, wow. Then I'm like, maybe you have done something to break his trust or make him feel like he can't trust you. She's like, never. She has never done anything wrong to him, but he has had previous breakup with exes who lied to him, all of those things. So he doesn't want to get his heart broken, or he's more insecure, or he's trying to secure his territory this time around, whatever. In my mind, I'm like, okay, so imagine you get married to this guy. I didn't tell her that. I don't involve myself in lovers quarrel. I don't do that because, you know, lovers, the way they quarrel, they can use you and settle. So I don't involve myself. In my mind, I'm like, oh my god. So if she gets married to this guy, trust is going to be a major issue, and it's going to cause a lot of problems, which is actually a red flag, a very big red flag. I mean, so many things that we ignore and we think it's just, oh, he loves me so much, he doesn't want me to, like, he doesn't want to lose me. Oh my goodness, you're staring at a red flag. In fact, let me give you guys some red flags. Maybe for me or maybe for you it might not be a red flag, but for me, if someone tells lies unprovoked, that's a red flag. Someone says they are here, and if you check very well, if you look very well, they were never there. Someone you call your fiance hides their finances from you. That's a red flag, a very big red flag for me. I don't know about you. If we're in a dating stage, that's okay, of course. But if we're like fiance about to get married and I don't even know your finances, how you get your money, okay, I might know how you get your money, but how you spend it or how you kind of organize your finances, that's a problem. Because if we're going to be building a home together, we need to be very, very transparent about our finances. Another red flag is that someone is a serial cheat. Like someone, even it doesn't have to be serial, someone is a cheat, and in your mind you're like, don't worry about that. When I get married, I'm going to change him. When I get married to him, he's going to be a different person, or he's going to change in the future. Oh, hey In fact, if there is anything you have to take out of this video, it will be that people don't change like that. People don't automatically change because you want them to. If someone is something and you know that you cannot tolerate a particular character, you better leave on time, because it's going to be there, except they themselves decide that, oh, I don't like this character for myself, I want to change. Then they discipline themselves, then that is possible. But don't ever go into something thinking that that person is going to change. Another red flag, someone is controlling. The person wants to be in control of your life, of everything. Like some men don't even like support their wife because they want their wife to be housewives so that they can just, you know, that way they can be in control of everything happening. And some people are like that, some women are like that, some men are like that. Like a partner who is too controlling, that is a red flag. A gaslighter, this set of people are very trickish, and that's like a gaslighter. I mean, we all are separate individuals before we become one, so there has to be some respect, some mutual respect for boundaries. Like there's some, oh my god, I don't even know how to explain this, but everyone is supposed to have a boundary for yourself. Like you have boundary, things that people can say to you or things that you can't tolerate from people. And the fact that you're married or you have a relationship does not mean that those boundaries should just go off the window. You should still maintain it. If anyone doesn't have respect for your boundaries, that's a major red flag. Verbal or physical aggression, red flag. Being sexually incompatible, a red flag. Because you don't want to go and be cheating when you're married or when you're in a relationship. You don't want to be cheating up and down because your partner cannot satisfy you. If you know that you have a very high sex drive, go and look for someone with a high sex drive. Don't come and be suffering one poor woman at home or poor man at home. I don't know, but if you guys are not sexually incompatible, that should be a red flag. This is someone you're going to be doing forever with, because if you're in a relationship, you're hoping that one day you guys are going to be fiancés, and from there you guys are going to get married, have kids, you know, spend the rest of your— nobody gets married with the intention of divorce except you go and look for something. I don't care about that line. But I mean, a sane person would not want to get married to someone that they love with the intention of divorce. So you need to make sure that, you know, that person has the things that you want. If you have a sex drive, you know what to do. So if someone is not sexually incompatible with you, that should be a red flag. Unwillingness to take responsibilities, red flag. Physical abuse, red flag. The day any man or woman hits you, that should be a red flag. Take the time to understand what you want from a partner or in your partner to ensure that you both are on the same page regarding the future. Love, after all, is a two-way street when you're in a loving, healthy relationship. I mean, there should be some times when one person may be the one giving. The other person should just, you know, graciously receive the gifts being offered. The next time, the roles needs to be reversed. If you have been the one giving, maybe this time around I'll be the one giving and you will receive. It should be reversed. Sometimes it should be reversed in such a way to create a balance between two people showing mutual love and affection to one another. It's not just about what you want, it's more about mutual respect and effort. Lastly, let's touch on breakups. Breakups can be so painful, but I believe that they are breakups bring forth opportunities for growth. Each relationship teaches you something about yourself. I've been in a relationship when my partner mocked me several times because he said that I don't know how to use the cutlery, and he feels embarrassed taking me out on a dinner with his work colleagues. And when we broke up, I'm like, okay, that is something I've learned from that relationship. I'm going to learn how to use the cutlery. Do you get it? Might not be cutlery, it might be something, it might be your character, it might be something, it might be, oh, you've learned that this person has an anger issue and you don't want that in your next relationship. Each breakup will surely teach you something about your next relationship or even yourself. I mean, I didn't break up because of the cutlery, but I'm just saying that is one thing I've picked out from that relationship. So breakup is not like the end of life or something. I mean, it's the beginning of a new beginning. So there you have it, things we wish we knew about love and relationship in our 20s. Remember, love is a journey filled with lessons, and it's okay to make mistakes along the way. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, turn your post notification on. It is 20 series, baby. We still have more series coming out. Do not miss out. Give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Some few percentage of you guys are not subscribed. Please subscribe and join this wonderful community. Please don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. If you're in your 20s, I would love to chat with you. Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you're above your 30s, 40s, 60s, 70s, leave a comment down below for we in our 20s. And don't forget to check out this video right here for 10 things that actually matters in your 20s. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.